Alright, back at the hotel here, at the more Western style hotel. It's the Toyoko Inn. It's a really nice place. I think beds are a little freaking hard though. But I asked some people and they say they enjoy harder beds, so maybe that's just me. But yeah, so I know I mentioned a little story about going to the bank, so I guess I'll tell that. So before I came here to Japan, I had some money changed over so that I wouldn't have to worry about it for a while. And I got to that point where it's like, okay, I need to withdraw some more just to be safe. I don't expect to go through all my money here in Tokyo because it's just not safe to have like only $100 on you. So the problem was I thought I could just go to a post office, which is what I was told I could do by a few people, but most importantly the professor that is teaching the class in Kyoto. The information I got was that you go to a post office and they'll have international banking. So, like, okay, so me and Paul go to the nearest post office. I go to the ATM, and it doesn't work. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm taking out too much money. Maybe there's a fee. So I take out below the limit that it says on the screen. It doesn't work again. So I try only taking out like 1,000 yen, and it doesn't work. So I'm like, oh god, what the hell's going on? So I go downstairs. Oh, the ATMs are on the second floor. So I go down, ask a worker there, say something's going on here. And he's like, oh, you should just go call your bank. I'm like, okay. So I didn't have a phone card, so I had to go back to the hotel and get one. They sold them there for like 1,000 yen, which is kind of up there. And the time goes fast on those cards, man. Like, I was just talking on the phone because I had to call a credit card or the bank, right? And so every second that you're on there, it starts taking off on the card. So by the time I finally got to a talking person, well, a real person, the time was like almost gone. Out of like 105 credits, I had like 30 left, and like 15 by the time the call was done, which was pretty scary because I didn't know if I'd get the information in time. But what she told me was that on the back of your card, of your debit card, there should be a logo that says plus, and it has some diamonds around it. I think it's 3 diamonds and the word plus. So I'm like, okay, let's go look for that damn symbol. So we go to like all the major Japanese banks, and none of them have it. I mean, Mizuho Bank didn't have it. I think it's Mizuho. Or Mizuno. Didn't have it. Oh. Okay, so that was just that Skype was just Miracle, like asking if I was in the hotel room. She was downstairs. For the hotels, you only get one key, so if somebody's in the room, there's no key at the desk, so you just gotta come right up to the room. So anyways, about the bank. So I come back, I do the phone thing, go look for the bank, couldn't find the logo anywhere. So I ask, it's strange, in all the banks, they're like, compared to Canada, there's no tellers in Japan. Like, it's all just ATMs. So we're like, oh man, you need to find someone to talk to. Ask, where I can find the thing with the plus. But I couldn't find any tellers, so I just asked a guard. Well, he looked like a guard. He was just standing there. So I asked him if he knew anything about it. And he's like, oh, just go to Citibank down the street. I'm like, oh, okay, I've heard of Citibank, you know, American bank. So I'm like, oh, hopefully they have it. So me and Paul, we walk for like 5 minutes. We're like a little skeptical about his information because we didn't find it right away. But yeah, we did. We found it. Oh my god, I was so relieved. I mean, ridiculous. They didn't charge me a fee for taking no money either, which is really nice. So what I recommend for everyone, just talk to your bank before you get here. Ask them what machines you can withdraw from. I mean, credit cards, it's probably fine for a lot of things, like a lot of machines, but if you're using your debit, or if you have a debit Visa, like I do, then you still have to go to a specific machine that will accept you. So yeah, that was a little worrying at the time, but got over it, went to Akiba, had a blast. And today, just walked around a bit, some shopping, kind of relaxing more today, because tomorrow we're going to the Ghibli Museum. I think that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, gotta go there with some friends and gonna have a blast. Guarantee that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to take video. I don't know for sure though, because at one of the stores in Akiba, one of the store staff asked me to stop recording. So yeah, that happened. So what else? What else? Some other tips. I guess I could just make this like a tip video. Simple stuff like even just walking down the street. Just by looking at it, it just looks like a mess. I mean, everybody's just walking wherever they want. Before I came here, you know, I had some orientation classes for the trip saying that, you know, oh, walk on the left side of the street, go, and like stuff like that. And because, you know, that's what people do. I mean, it's like the road or something, you know, just go on the left side. But it's not really like that. Most of the time, on the left side, there's a bicycle lane. Well, not always the left side, but there's a bicycle lane on the sidewalks. So you kind of gotta watch out. But for the most part, the cyclists are really, really good at handling their bikes. I mean, they can stop on a dime and just like freaking just go circles around people. I mean, I want a bike like that. I want their skills too. But yeah, just make sure that you try to go with the flow, not the flow, but a flow. I mean, pay attention. You always gotta pay attention. I suggest not listening to your headphones or anything for maybe the first day or two, just so that you can get more used to the environment. Because if you have headphones on, you're just taking away a sense, and that could be, you know, really scary if you're just walking down the street and you just see something out of the corner of your eye and you don't hear it like stopping or anything. So yeah, it's another tip. Let's see, the hotel rooms. In general, I'm pretty happy with the hotel rooms. The Kimi Ryokan that we went to, the more traditional hotel, they had tatami mats, which was pretty cool. And the similar thing to this style room, is that the key for the room has like this a piece of plastic, like rectangle thing, and what you do is you stick that into a socket in the wall, when like right near the door when you come in, and that turns electricity on for the room. I mean, I think it's pretty cool way to save on electricity. Even this room right now, it comes with a mini fridge, and it's off all the time unless, you know, you need it, so that's cool. Some outlets stay on even though you take your key out. and some don't. Like the one over here I'm using charts a lot. My laptop is it stays on all the time, which is nice. There's one over there that doesn't. Oh, what else do we got here? The bathrooms. I'm surprised that they give you so much stuff. They give you disposable toothbrushes here, plenty of towels. I mean, that's normal, I guess. Let's see, hotels. Oh, when you leave, you have to give them your key. So don't forget to give them your key when you leave. It's nice that way if you have two people, because you can just when you leave your key there, you're sure that nothing's gonna happen to it, and you don't have to really worry about them remembering you or not remembering you when you come back. Like, you don't have to pull out your passport every single time you come back. A lot of the time they'll recognize you. I mean, I'm staying in this place and it's got 14 floors, probably I think 10 or 12 rooms a floor, and they recognize me every time. And I've came and gone like plenty of times, like over 20 times, even just to run to the convenience store, grab a drink or anything. So the hotel's really good, really impressed. The prices are freaking great. I mean, I don't stay in hotels in Canada because don't have to, but over here it's generally like 60 to 70 bucks for like 2 days, which is just, what? Kind of crazy. So yeah, that's some little tips for now. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. They're playing Pursuit of Happiness on TV here with Japanese dubbing, I assume. It's muted. Yeah. Well, a quick little thing. Went to the book off in West Ikebukuro. Picked up Sengoku Basara 3 for 500 yen, which is pretty damn awesome. Picked up a AKB48 album because I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to have one. Just I don't know, memory, I guess. It was only 50 yen. I mean, I saw stories on Sonkaku Complex that say like there's some that go for 1 yen, which is equivalent of a damn penny. So that's goddamn hilarious. So yeah, I got like 2 minutes left, so I guess I'll plug my friend. I'm sure all the people from his channel are probably watching here anyway. So, but if there's anybody that doesn't know, my friend Brandon, the boy, started up his YouTube channel about vlogs and everything. He's gonna be doing stories, which is a huge fan of that. That's a great idea. I mean, me and him have so many crazy stories about just the stuff that we get into. And it's not like we try to do these kind of things, it just kind of happens. I mean, it's kind of stuff that, like, sitcoms are written about, I guess. Everything kind of ties together at the end, and it's just a lot of good payoffs, I think, for most of our stories. And a lot of them, I'm sure a lot of his stories are going to cross over with me. I hope they do anyway. I mean, we've had a lot of good times. So, I'm sure we'll be doing some crossover videos. I don't know how popular this channel's going to become, but yeah. If you like watching me, look forward to me being over there too. And him over here, why not? His channel name is, pretty sure it's Blazin' Has Some Stories. I'll throw a link in the description. So yeah, go subscribe there and to me. Peace.